Welcome back to Rig Venture once again. Today it's a beautiful day and I'm here at the Sharjah Old Car Museum. I'm going to be taking you through some of the old cars that are still existing here at the Museum of Sharjah. In this edition of Today, Do You Love Cars? Are you a car fanatic? So come with me as we explore some of the cars from the 20th century located here at the oldest car museum here in Sharjah. Straight away I'll kick off this 1934 Rolls Royce here. You can check out how beautiful it is in black, and by the way, you're not allowed to touch these cars, but you can take pictures, videos and everything as much as you want with so many cars here. I can tell you, check out this. What is this? This is Pontiac 8 1951, dollar for dollar. You can't beat the Pontiac. That's amazing. See, I mean, these cars here, you can see, I think they were restored once again. They were buffed, so you can, when you look at them, they still look fresh, they still look amazing. So today we're here to check out some of the old cars that are still existing here at the Old Car Museum. Over 200 models of cars from Rolls Royce, Mercedes-Benz, Bentley, Fiat, Range Rover, and so many more. They are all here in this rooftop warehouse where they are collected. You can come in anytime and you visit. This is a Ford. Which Ford is this? This is a Ford Custom Line, four-door sedan. Wow, this is amazing. All these cars here back in the 20th century, sorry, 19th century. Very, very fantastic cars, you can see. Wow, I'm a lover of such small cars. This is MG. Wow, this is amazing. It's an MG collection. All these are MG collection. This is a Skoda. It's amazing. This is a Skoda. This is a Triumph. Amazing. This warehouse where I'm seated right now comprises over 200 models of cars. You can imagine how interesting this is. And some of the cars were collected from so many years back. Some of the cars were gifted by different people who used to own these cars. I wanted to show you something special. There is one car here that I want to give you the details about. This car. It is very, very special. Let me show you this. This a Mercedes-Benz 190. It was made in 1965, and this car, you can imagine, it has a Salic tag over it. It means it was moving on the roads of UAE here. It was a gift from Mr. Adel Abdallah Muhammad. It means this car here, the owner gifted it to Sharjah Old Car Museum. And this is also eye-catching. This is a DAF. You know, I'm a car fanatic, so when I looked at this car, I wanted to tell you a story about this DAF 33. It was the first passenger car, you know, manufactured by the DAF company, all the way from Netherlands. So it's amazing how, you know, it still looks fresh. You can imagine, you can imagine from 1967, and you know, it is still here. It looks very, very fantastic. When you check the interior, the steering wheels and also the odometer, everything looks still inside. You can see the rollers of the AC. I can see, I mean, it looks very amazing, this DAF from 1963. And of course, not forgetting the ambulances, you know, back in the days. This is a Cadillac Ace ambulance, 1956. It's a Cadillac from USA. Imagine, this is an ambulance. It's very big. You can imagine how he used to transport people. And you know, there's a comparison between the Cadillac and a Mercedes-Benz here. It's a Mercedes-Benz 1985. And the funny story about this, this used to transport sick people here at Sharjah Airport. It was used here at Sharjah Airport. The details are here. The first ambulance was operating at the Sharjah International Airport in 1985. And this is the Mercedes-Benz from, it's a German specs. And from the Dodge manufacturers, you know, this is a Dodge fire truck all the way from 1937. See how beautiful this fire truck used to look. I don't know how the driver used to drive this. I can see the fire hose pipes there. It looks very amazing. It looks very amazing. This fire truck chassis and front sheet metal were made by Dodge. However, the rest of the vehicle was built by a fire equipment company. Ah, that's amazing. So this is the fire truck. It was used back in the days to put out fire. And check out this Chevrolet to transport kerosene. As I can see here, it was used to transport canisters of fuel. That's kerosene. It's a Chevrolet. It has a fuel tank at the back there. You can see how things have been evolving, you know, from the 19th century and where we are right now. This is a Mercedes-Benz 450 Ace. It was used as the police car. You can see police 999 here. It was used back in the days by the Sharjah police. As you can see, police 1. Looks very intact and looks very fresh. And when you check inside of this car, you can see the buttons for the sirens, and there is a radio call. The seats still look very intact and clean and very amazing. I like this. This is very beautiful. Check out this. And of course, since we're here at the Old Car Museum, we expect to see something like this. These are some of the extreme old number plates you can find here at the Old Car Museum here at Sharjah. Check out this. This was very big. Abu Dhabi 9876 is from Abu Dhabi, and see how this number plate used to look from Sharjah 906. The classic number plate is there, and this is I think from Quain 555. The number plates. This is Dubai. The old black number plate from Dubai, and this is Dubai 29999. Wow, this is very insane. So this is some of the old number plates here, still collected here at the Old Car Museum here in Sharjah. This is the smallest car in the world. You can imagine, I'm seated on the floor, and this is the smallest car. I can just imagine someone who used to drive this car, how he used to operate this thing, because see, from the inside it looks very tiny. Where I'm sitting right now, if I try to see, it's like we are almost on the same level with this smallest car. And of course it has a tag here which says the world's smallest car in the world. It's really amazing. So someone to go inside had to open from here and could lift this thing up here, so he could just jump inside so he can drive this. The steering itself looks very small. It's like a toy car, but it has an engine back here. It looks very incredible and amazing here at the Old Car Museum in Sharjah. It's the smallest car here. And of course, we are not only looking at cars. Vespa, wow, this is amazing. Some of the old bikes, they are all Vespas. I think these are coming from India. Yeah, the Vespas. And when you visit this place, the Old Car Museum here in Sharjah, you'll find something incredible like this. These are bikes all the way from the 18th century, when the bikes were invented by the French people. This is how the bikes have been evolving. See, from this tiny bike, there is this, which I think it's more kind of related to the bikes we can see these days. But this bike here, this one, I don't know how someone used to ride this. It looks very amazing. The whole idea of inventing bikes from the French people, when you look at this, it's mind-blowing. You can imagine the idea of bikes from the 18th century until now, from the bikes we see these days and the bikes we used to have back in the days. It's a whole different scenario. Check out the oldest bikes here. You can see them. Last but not least, now this car which is here on the red carpet, there is a very interesting story about this car. This is a Mercedes Pullman 600 with a number plate Classic 1. It's the only car here which has number plate 1. You know, it's the big story behind this car. This car was driven by the ruler of Sharjah, His Highness Sheikh Al Qasmi. This is the car which he used to drive back in the days, and it is believed that only 2,000 of these cars were manufactured, and it's amazing that only one is here in the UAE, and it is here at the Sharjah Old Car Museum. The most interesting part about this car is also bulletproof. Yeah, this car is bulletproof. Since it was driven by a ruler of Sharjah back in the days, it is bulletproof. You know, it's a Mercedes 600 Pullman. There were only 2,000 of these cars that were manufactured, you know, from the 1963. That's when the production started of this. And you know, after a very short time, when there was a crisis of petrol in the whole world, that's when the production of this Mercedes 600 Pullman stopped. It still has the national flag of the UAE to represent that this car was driven by the ruler of Sharjah back in the days. It's a Mercedes 600 Pullman. Looks very, very fantastic. A Mercedes limousine 600 Pullman. We all know that Benz was one of the first companies that invented the automobile. Now check out this. This is the kind of representation of the automobile that was first made. It looks similar to this. In 1885, it's believed that the first automobile was invented in the world, and we have a kind of shape here to represent the structure here of how the automobile was made in 1885. And this is the engine here. You can see the pistons running inside there. It looks very amazing. And guys, thanks for watching Rig Ventures. You know, we spent the whole day here checking out some of the oldest cars here at the Sharjah Old Car Museum, which is located just here after the Sharjah airport. Less than 50 dirhams you can pay at the entrance and come explore all these cars from the 18th century, 19th century, you know, here at the Old Car Museum. But special shout out to my cameraman Walter, and of course my photographer Fabshot. See you in the next video. Bye bye.